Okay, students, good morning once again using this online feature. And we are dealing with the course of class 11 CBSC, that is Computer Science with Python, and we are in the chapter second, that is Python Fundamental. Okay, so we have already seen that in the last video about the what we say character sets, and now today we will see about the next topic, that is token. So let's get started and let me share you this whiteboard. Okay, that's very good. Okay, move it. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see. What is our topic for today? And that is what we say tokens. Okay, the tokens are also known as what we say lexical units. It is also known as the lexical units. And what are they? What is the standard definition of the token? Tokens are the smallest individual unit of any program. Let me write it here. Okay, the smallest individual individual unit of a program. Okay. The smallest individual unit of a program is known as the token or the lexical unit. And if we talk about this Python, so Python has following what we say types of tokens. Okay, let's see. That is quite good. Okay, Python has following types of tokens, and what are they? Let me discuss the first one. Let me type the first one. That is keywords. First one is the keyword. Okay, let me write the name of all of them. Identifier, identity. Okay, identifier. Okay, the names given by the programmer in a program. The names. Okay, given by the programmer in a program. Okay, for the variables, for the object, for the function. So you see, don't worry about that. And that after this, the literals are the fixed data value, literals. Okay, fixed data values, literals. Okay, and next one is what we say operator. Next one is operator. So you all know arithmetic operator, plus minus into divide. Okay, relational operator, greater than, less than, equals to. We'll see in detail what are they. And the next one, E, that is punctuators. 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 Okay. So students, these are the topic of the discussion. Okay, Python has the following type of tokens. That is first one is what we say keyword. Okay, now let me draw another. Let me take another text box. We may use any format here. So let us discuss the first topic. That is keyword. Keywords. Okay, what are they? Students, keywords are the words that convey special meaning to the language compiler or interpreter. Okay, keywords are the words. Let me write it here. Words. These are the words that convey a spatial meaning to language compiler or interpreter. Interpreter. Okay. The keywords, these are the words, reserved words that convey special meaning to the language compiler and interpreter. In this case of Python, we will discuss about this interpreter because Python is an interpreted language. It means the Python program is debugged line by line. If we talk about the compiler-based programming language, so we will see C language, C++ language, and we usually have the what we say turbo C compiler there. What is the basic difference between compiler and interpreter? The compiler compiles the whole page at the same time, and if it finds any error, 2 error, 3, 10, 5, 10, whatsoever, it will generate the error at the end. Okay, and at the end, the what we say programmer have to debug. Debug means making the program error free. then the program will be able to run. But in case of interpreter, what happens? Okay, it debugs line by line. Okay, if it finds any error, the programmer have to, what we say, debug the particular line. It means make the particular line error free, and then what will happen after making the program, after making that line error free, the programmer will write the next, or the next line will be executed. So that is interpreted line by line, and compiler whole page at the same time. There is this difference, and we are here in Python, so it is an interpreted language. Okay, so that is all about the keyword. These are the reserved words, okay, whose meaning is already known to the compiler and interpreter. Okay, and they are used for only that. Don't use their name in identifier and all that. We will just discuss that in detail. So for example, let's see some examples of the, what we say, compiler. Let me write it here. Okay, what are they? Suppose we have written true, boolean variables true and false. So you all know true means one, stands for one, that is on, and false means that is false. False means off, that is zero. These are the keywords. Boolean, what we say, status true or false, keywords in it. Okay, if we have the keyword, so there are many, what we say, for, while. So these are the examples of the, what we say, keywords of reserved words for this particular uh, Python programming. Break, it means break all kinds of statements, exit immediately. We will see, don't worry about that. These names are very new to you. So etc, let me write etc, very friendly word usually for these cases. Okay, so we are in the beginning, so you need not to be bothered about all the names. These are the, let me tell you, only the keyword. These are the fixed word. There are many more whose meaning is already known to the, what we say, interpreter in this case of Python, and they will use it accordingly. Now come to the next one, that is second one, that is what do you say, this identifier. Second one, let me write it here. Identifier. Identifier. Okay, as I have written their names. Okay, so what are identifiers? Okay, so these are the names given by the programmer in a program. Okay, so any name given by the program. Suppose we have to take a variable. What should be the name? Suppose we have declared with the a just to 10. Okay, so here we have given a name in a program a. Okay, so this is an example of a identifier. Okay, there are many ways through which we are going to, what we say, give name in a program, and they are such as variables, such as functions, such as object, class, and objects. Okay, there are many more things to do. So with this particular Python programming, tuples, okay, list, dictionaries. So many cases we will see in coming classes. Okay, so what is the standard definition? Let me write it here. uh, Identifier. Okay, so these are the names given by the programmer. Programmer. Okay, programmer in a program. Okay, such as what we say, such as a variable name for function name, function name. Okay, etc. We will see in detail later on. Okay, so identify, what are they? These are the names given by the programmer in a program, such as variable name, function name, tuple name, list, dictionary, classes, so various and many more. But just stay here only for this, because introductory, what we say, video introductory chapters we are in, so you may be confused. What are they? No need to be confused here right now. And let me tell you the next topic related to this, that is rules. Okay, what are the rules? There are certain rules. Okay, we are not allowed to give any name to the particular identifier. So there are some rules in order to give name. Rules for the naming. Rules for, let me write here only, naming. Naming. Rules for naming identifier. Rules for naming identifier. Okay, what are the rules? Let me tell you that for rule number one, an identifier, okay, may be a combination of letters and digits. Let me write it here. It may be a combination combination of letters and digits, but use the space, but the first character must be a, what is a letter, such as a to Z. As I have told you that it is case sensitive now, so be aware with this small a and small a and capital A both will be treated differently. So that is why I have written small Z, capital H to capital Z. So what does it mean? We are only allowed to, what do you say, give the name for the identifier starting with the letter that is small to small z and capital A to capital Z. But we have one more, and with, what do we say, underscore. What is underscore? Let me type it here using shift. You can use it. That is underscore. Okay, so the first character, okay, of, what we say, the identifier name must be a character, a to z, or underscore followed by any digit or anything. Uppercase and lowercase are treated differently. I think this topic is over, so we may erase the particular topic, that is our blackboard. We do so using the blackboard now, because limited area we have. Uppercase and lowercase are treated differently, you all know, because it is case sensitive language. Digits we can use 0 to 9, but it should not be the first, okay, character. Identifiers names are unlimited, okay. It means we may have a range, many, what do we say, the maximum range is not defined here, that is unlimited in length. And an identifier must not be a keyword. Okay, again, as I told you before few minutes that about keywords we were studying, because according to the, what we say, definition of the keyword, these are the reserved words for the interpreter of the Python. So it means we cannot, second, let me write it here, we can not, just see here, not, okay, that's it. We cannot, okay, we cannot declare a an identifier with, what do we say, we cannot declare an identifier with a name of keyword. Okay, what is that keyword? Okay, so for example we cannot take a identifier name such as break. Okay, so it will generate an error. Okay, error is also having error. Okay, leave it. So that is, we cannot declare an identifier with a name of a keyword. So these are some rules, and cannot contain other special characters other than the underscore. Only underscores are allowed. I think that is sufficient. So that is, you all are done with this. Just better we erase it. Okay, these are the rules for this identifier. Now come to this, what do we say, third one, literals. What are literals? Let me write it here. The third topic of discussion for today, that literals. Okay. So what are literals? Literals or values? What are literals? Let me write the standard definition. Okay, these are the data items that have a fixed value. These are the data items, okay, that have, what do you say, a fixed value. Okay, fixed value, suppose a equals to 5. What is 5? 5 is the, what do you say, literal. Okay, here it is. I am talking about the numeric literal. So next topic, that kinds of literals, literals, kinds of literals on this Python. Okay, so let me write it here. Not again one a, use different notation because ultimately it will confuse us. So first one is string literal. Okay, first one is string literal. Now come to the string means group of characters. Okay, so anything enclosed in single quote or double quote is treated as a string in Python. Second one is numeric. So numeric, I think you all know. Numeric represents the this numbers. Okay, it may have what integer number, float number means 4.5, 6 point having the decimal value, real number. Okay, and complex number also. So that is numeric literals. Now come to the next, for boolean, boolean literals, boolean literals. Okay, boolean literals, you all know that is what we say, true and false. Okay, boolean literals, true and false, you all know. Next one is fourth one, that is what do we say, spatial, spatial literal, and that is none. What is none? This is a special literal used in this particular Python. None means no value at all. If a variable is having no value at all, nothing, it will be declared as none. A equals to none means it is having no value at all. We will see in detail, don't worry. It is only introductory about this literal. We will go in detail. Okay, so students, thank you very much for today's video, and keep in touch, keep learning, keep helping people nearby you, and make the surroundings well. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on learning. Thank you. Keep on watching the videos. Thank you very much. Thank you. All the best. Thank you very much.